How many cases are going to get overturned because of this guy's involvement in cases? And if that's how easy this is, what the hell are we doing?
New at 6, could a recently tossed murder conviction have ripple effects in other homicide cases involving a former Milwaukee police detective?
The question is being raised after a judge granted a new trial. Court documents show one of the main reasons the defendant's attorneys failed to alert the jury about a detective's history of alleged credibility concerns.
As part of our series, Duty to Disclose, Ben Jordan investigates that detective's alleged misconduct in other cases and tells us what's at stake in this one.
The victim's family strongly disagrees that the former detective's alleged misconduct in other cases is relevant to this case. But Miguel Cruz's defense successfully argued otherwise. This is Gilbert Hernandez, a retired Milwaukee police detective. He wasn't called to testify in the murder trial of Miguel Cruz, but court records show he is now one of the main reasons why the case is scheduled to be retried.
They brought up corrupt history of detectives that were working on a case. And I was like, well, was there any corrupt history in my mom's case? We're like, well, no, but these cops have corrupt history in other cases. I was like, why does that play factor in my mom's? That makes no sense.
Prosecutors say Zachary Zadroik's mother witnessed a double homicide in Milwaukee back in 2000. According to the criminal complaint, she was then taken to rural Racine County and shot in the head. Court records show the case went cold for more than a decade until witnesses came forward to investigators, including Detective Hernandez, claiming that Cruz pulled the trigger. Cruz's conviction was tossed last fall after a successful appeal based on two factors. Court documents show the jury never learned about Detective Hernandez's past or issues with how DNA evidence was presented by an analyst.
Mistakes were made on how everything was handled, and now we're here. None of this is right.
To challenge Hernandez's credibility, Cruz's attorneys pointed to another case, the wrongful conviction of William Avery for a 1998 murder. Court records describe Hernandez's handwritten report as a, quote, fabricated confession, which Avery denied all along. Court documents filed by Cruz's defense also allege Detective Hernandez was found to have induced 3 jailhouse informants to falsely incriminate Avery. The defense pointed to, quote, at least 3 more cases involving alleged witness coaching and false testimony. Pat Cafferty is a criminal defense attorney not affiliated with this case.
The defense has developed additional information related to his credibility and perhaps the credibility of some of the other detectives who were involved. So the second trial, assuming that's going to happen in September, will look very different than the first trial.
While Hernandez was never called to testify in Cruz's trial, these transcripts show he was questioned at a post-conviction hearing for Cruz last year. Cruz's defense pressed him about allegedly making false statements in federal court. You were found. You perjured yourself? Cruz's attorney asked. I'm not sure what I was found of, Hernandez replied. Cruz's defense told the judge, quote, despite having been adjudicated of perjury, he denied ever having done so.
How many people are getting away with murder and walking on the streets? Because that's the example we're setting right now by doing this. That I don't accept.
Zachary questions how Hernandez's past could derail justice for his family. He also worries what it could mean for countless other homicide cases. Do you think that this ruling could have ripple effects in the future for defendants who were investigated by Detective Gil Hernandez?
The potential for that certainly exists. It's more likely that a defendant who has been convicted as a result of work that Detective Hernandez did could get a new trial or get relief from an appellate court or a circuit court if they tried the case to a jury.
Defense attorneys say this is why Brady lists are important. It forces prosecutors to alert the court of a cop's history of alleged untruthfulness or other integrity issues. Hernandez is not on Milwaukee County's Brady list based on the latest version we obtained in partnership with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel and Wisconsin Watch. I reached out to Hernandez multiple times to request an interview. I have yet to hear back, but our offer still stands. Reporting in Milwaukee, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.